right, what are we doing today? Well, we are coming from the hospital where I'm visiting my friend who is having a kidney stone removed. And this is the second operation that I've gone to visit him on, and I believe he mentioned that, well, I know he mentioned that it might be the third time that he's had this procedure done. Why? Well, the official thing is buildup of uric acid or calcium causing kidney stones. Man, I don't have my thing that holds the phone, so I gotta do it myself. First world problems. So anyway, he's a soda drinker. That's really the crux of this, and why I'm sort of pulling my hair out and saying, dude, are you still drinking sodas? He says yes. And but I'm not drinking, I'm not gonna say names, I don't want to freaking get sued, but we all know that soda pop, soda, we all know what it is. Soft drinks are the freaking devil, and they just wreak absolute havoc on our health and all sorts. I mean, just making us fat. I mean, there's just no good that comes from drinking them, except they taste kind of good. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, yeah, they taste good, sure. But anyway, he says, yeah, I don't drink the black ones anymore. I drink the clear ones. And he said names, and I'm not going to say names, but you know what the clear soda, the sugar shit water is, and he thinks that's an improvement. And by the way, I mean, if you're drinking black liquid, yellow liquid, red liquid, there's a voice inside your body that's telling you, dude, this is not a good idea. The only black liquid that you should drink is coffee. And anyway, it just drives me crazy. So that's 3 surgeries that my friend has because of kidney stones. And then of course he's passing them, which is, I'm not a member of that club, and I don't want to ever be, but I understand that's pretty horrible. And, if they got to get them out through surgery, that's obviously bad. And it also causes, man, I can just go on and on with this. Matter of fact, I encountered a man the other day who's an electrician, and he says, yeah, I've taken a job driving buses because of insurance. And he was in horrible shape, and he's a big soda drinker. And, so, I mean, you're just sort of enslaving yourself to also, work shit jobs so you can have insurance. Editing, by the way, driving a bus is a perfectly honorable thing to do. What I'm saying is the man is doing a job that he does not want to do. So that job would be a shit job. A doctor could consider his job a shit job if he really wants to be, I don't know, a plumber. Speaking of plumbing, I've been a plumber. I've literally done shit work, literally. Okay, back to the video. Just didn't want you to get it twisted. If you would just sort of take better care of yourself, you'd have more options. And of course, you'd vibe higher, be on a better frequency, and attract better things. So the bottom line is your health is your wealth. And I don't want to come off as some lecturing dude that's, I'm smart and I know everything. The things I talk about on my channel, I'm teaching them because I'm operating under the premise that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about unless I can teach it. And we all know that soda is the devil. And I mean, look, I just want to reinforce, I'm at the freaking hospital because my friend primarily drinks soda. So there might be some of you out there saying, well, it might not be caused by drinking soda. Okay, well, let's try this. Let's take the variable out of the equation. Have him stop drinking soda for a year and just see what happens. Because I was here about a year ago, just see what happens. Now, and I would also encourage us all to be interested in our health and to try different stuff. For example, all right, this right here, this is athletic greens. And I mixed up stuff to make it taste better. Like there's beet powder in it, and creatine. You know, but anyway, it's experimental stuff that's keeping me interested in my health, and it's fun, and to find like, hey man, can this be good for me and taste good? It's possible. Like or create salads that taste good, that make you as excited and stoked to eat them as I would a bowl of ice cream. So I would encourage us all to kind of get on that trip and figure out these things that make us feel good and taste good at the same time. Like, I don't want, life's got to be worth living, right? And we need to, whatever we're sacrificing or trading for, it needs to pay off in the end and be better. So, for example, I worked with a lady at one of these older jobs that I had back in the day, and she was a secretary. She sat at the desk, and she was big as a house, and so I see her. There's a gap. Like, say I left the job, and then somewhere along the line I visited, and then there's Vicky. I was like, "What happened to you, Vicky? Where'd you go?" She lost over 100 pounds. I said, "How'd you do it?" She said, all I did was just quit drinking soda. That's it. She said, "I didn't change my diet. I didn't start exercising or nothing. I just quit drinking soda." 100 pounds. Like that little tweak. And I mean, shoot, I know a man that he said, as soon as I stopped drinking vodka, I dropped 20 pounds. So just, I find that we improve when we take stuff away, not adds. I call it like addition through subtraction, or subtraction through addition. Like if you add on like working out, you're gonna naturally sort of drop drinking and smoking. Especially if you're running. Like, oh my gosh, like I used to be a big cigar smoker, and when I started running, I was like, oh my gosh, that cigar I had a day ago is killing me. So that just started. It just started fading away, because whatever you put your attention on grows. And if you take your attention away from something, it just sort of shrivels and dies and goes away. So soda, stop that shit. It's just no good for you. I mean, and it ruins your palate too. You know what he said to me when I asked him, "Hey man, why don't you give that shit up?" And he said, I don't drink alcohol. I said, well, what does that have to do with the price of rice in China? You don't drink alcohol. Well, neither do I. So there's that psychology too, that like, well, we got to reward ourselves with soda. Quite frankly, it's freaking addictive. That's the problem. Like, I think a kid taking a soda up to the counter at a convenience store should get carded just as much as somebody trying to buy a 6-pack of beer. Are you sure you're mature enough to make this decision? Because what you're getting on, it's going to hook you psychologically and physically, and make you gain a bunch of weight. And then, of course, there's going to be a bunch of freaking health problems that associate with that. Type 2 diabetes, etc. On down the road. So you're 21, okay, you make this decision. You're not going to go crash a car and kill a family, but you're going to wreck a family down the future. Possibly. Over half of Americans right now are obese. Golly, that's 150 million people. I mean, I'm freestyling here. I believe I'm in the ballpark. So, and soda is a huge part of that. And, the people that own the soda business, well, they also own the bottled water business as well. So they're no dummies. They got it on both ends. But, and then even the fact that the water that we feel that we want to get, we need that to be flavored. We can't just drink water anymore for the sake of drinking water. It's got to be flavored or have some sort of basically sugar shit flavoring to it. It's not as awful as soda, but for some reason, soda has jacked up our palates so bad that we reject water. We don't want water. It's crazy. So, basically I just want to help awaken us about this. And again, just a reminder, I'm at the hospital. And it's highly likely because of soda. It's also because of diet, lack of diet, and exercise. But, you know, it's three major things: soda, crappy diet, no exercise. So if we just change one of those things, like Vicky, just one of those, I wonder what would happen. Anyway, that's about the end of this lecture. I don't want to be a big lectury person, but man, I'm walking away from the hospital, and if I didn't make the video and, you know, let people know or reinforce what you already know is true, everybody knows that drinking sodas are bad for you. Everybody knows it. I just feel like I would just be, well, I don't know, irresponsible by not saying something, because not everybody goes to the hospital to visit people that are having kidney stones removed, and the highly probable reason is soda. Taking variables out of the equation, I kind of operate with certainty, possibilities, and probabilities. So if he stopped drinking soda, would he certainly have no kidney stones? Well, certain is a really strong word. Like, certainly the sun will come up tomorrow. Will he possibly? Oh, yeah, possibly. Will he probably? You know, he's somewhere between possible and probable. Yeah, you know, or if he stops drinking soda, will that improve his life? Certainly. Certainly's back in the picture, baby. Anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about unless I can teach it. So this is me attempting to teach it. I'm going to get out of here. I hope it helps somebody. Do not waste this day. Be yourself. Everybody else is taken. I got to go be Scott Turner. All right, have a good one.